Hello trainers, Magneton here, and in today's video we're gonna explore the best Shadow backline that you can have in Evolution Cup. It is not gonna be Shadow Dragonair, it is not gonna be Shadow Golbat, but Shadow Dusclops with the kinda spicy pick of Shadow Magneton. We're gonna lead the team with Hakamo, and this team is gonna work pretty well against the entire meta, especially against Vigoroth, because both Hakamo and Dusclops can go pretty well against this Pokemon, while Magneton can work well against anything on the entire meta with energy ahead and with shields up. Those counters from the Vigoroth can really hurt, but the other two Pokemon can somehow cover that weakness to Vigoroth, so you're gonna be just fine with this line covering your weaknesses for Magneton. So now without any further ado, let's dive into the first battle. We start off with the Charjabug up on the lead, a pretty cool lead for our Dragon type, so we're gonna see the switch out to the Vigoroth, and I'm gonna stay in a little bit trying to catch a potential Body Slam on my Dusclops. This is not gonna happen, so I'm like, let's throw a Brick Break, perhaps we can take a shield, and right after that we can try to catch the Body Slam once again into our Dusclops, this time with success, and look at that, barely even tickles. We're gonna have now some Ice Punches from our Dusclops to that Vigoroth. They cannot block because this will make no sense at all, and right now I'm in a very good spot, just gonna take another Body Slam, but it ends up to be a Bulldoze, which really hurts, and now they come back with that Charjabug. At this amount of HP that Vigoroth has, I'm not even worried that they're gonna do something weird against me, so I'm just gonna go with multiple Shadow Punches here against that Charjabug, and let's see how this unfolds. Charjabug is gonna use its X-Scissor, and if you didn't know, Charjabug can also use the move Crunch, which is gonna do so much damage to the Ghost types, and also has a chance to debuff, as you can see here against my Dragon type. So X-Scissor here and Crunch are both gonna be resisted, and this is gonna be a pretty cool matchup for Hakamo, because any other Dragon type either takes super effective damage from the X-Scissor if the Dragon type is gonna be Edge or neutral damage, but Hakamo really holds down the Charjabug. We have now the double Dragon Claw ready to go against the Haunter. They are passing through the Shadow Claw, but we can still survive with 1 bare HP, and this is gonna be a very good game to start off the video. Into the next one now against the Vigoroth, and let's see how cool the Hakamo can be against this Ape King of the meta. Gonna get hit by a Body Slam, and we're pretty thick, so we can take the move for sure. They're gonna go out of there with their Dusclops, trying to catch a potential Brick Break, I believe, but this is not gonna happen at all because we know better. We're gonna bail out to our own Dusclops, and I'm just gonna take 2 Shadow Punches in the process. Actually, Ice Punches, oh yeah, we can survive those by a lot. Seems like they do not run a Shadow Punch at all, and we can go with our Shadow Punches, threatening them in using a shield or 2 in the long term of the battle. They have already used 1, so I'm just gonna keep pressuring with my Hexes and my Shadow Punches, and all I want to do here is to make them use that last shield or win that switch in matchup. We're gonna have to use the final Ice Punch, however they're gonna be able to farm us down with the counters. What a bummer. We got the Brick Break. They are gonna switch out to the Golbat, but hopefully now battlers, we got Magneton, so Magneton with energy, with shields, can go to town for sure. All we have to do here is to block correctly that Shadow Ball. They're gonna go here for the Shadow Ball, huge block for my Magneton, and this cannot be another Shadow Ball, right? And it's gonna be just a Poison Fang, which gives me the time to go ahead and completely farm down, able to threat them with a surrender. Into the next one now, a Nidorina XL up on the lead. What a cool Pokemon to have. I do not have one. I want to keep my XLs for a potential Nidoqueen Shadow at best for that Ultra League format. So we're gonna see now the Poison Fang on my Hakamo, and we have to use those Dragon Claws. This is gonna deal enough damage to put them at the red, I believe. So I'm just gonna go for another one since they decided to block here. Here is the Nidorina at the red already. We're gonna go down, but at this point it doesn't matter at all. We can go in with the Magneton, resist anything, even the Thunderbolt, and we're gonna completely farm down. They know that, so they bail out to the Shadow Dragonair. Look at the damage, absolutely amazing. And now my Dusclops can come in, absorb the moves, farm down that Dragon type, and whatever there is at the back, I'm pretty sure we can handle it with our Dusclops here. Gonna get hit by a move, not gonna be a Thunderbolt, we're gonna take it. It's gonna be just a Poison Fang. They have the Vigoroth, and things are looking kinda weird for us right now. We're in a pretty tough spot because we're also debuffed, which means that Body Slam might be enough in combination with the counters on the long term of the battle to finish us off, and also we're not gonna be enough to finish them off with our Magneton. So we're gonna see a move here. I'm just gonna take it. Let's see how it does. The Body Slam, not enough to finish us off, but still I'm just gonna switch out to my Magneton, farm down with the Thunder Shocks, barely able enough to farm down, but as you can see, Magneton can still do some solid work with its Thunder Shocks as well. Next one, against a very bad lead with the Golbat, we have to take note of those wing attacks, and of course Poison Fang is gonna do enough damage to threat us, so we're gonna take the move, try to go here for another Dragon Claw. This is not gonna happen, and we will come back into the fight with our Magneton. I'm just gonna block the move because this can easily be a Shadow Ball. However, they debuff us with that Poison Fang. They save switch into the Dragonair once again. This time they are not even gonna be able to throw a move, and we're gonna take this victory. What a crazy battle. That Shadow Magneton is gonna use its Shadowish Magnet Bomb and gonna grab for us a very nice victory. Into the next one now with Haunter up on the lead, and Hakamo is really doing some solid work here with its Dragon Claws. With its Dragon Tails, excuse me. They have the Vigoroth, which comes into the fight, and we still have some energy to spare, especially with the Brick Break. They did not use the shield to protect their Pokemon, so I was like, okay, perhaps now we have the upper hand, but Vigoroth, especially with the shield up, can easily do a lot of things in the meta. So we're gonna see now my Dusclops facing this Vigoroth, and Dusclops is a very solid option overall. You can do practically whatever you want against that Vigoroth because they have nothing straight move to threat you with, so you're gonna be just fine. We're gonna have now my Magneton over the Dusclops. I will overfarm just a little bit, and right now we're gonna have to use this Magnet Bomb to finish them off, actually finish off the shield, and with the shield out of the way, I'm pretty sure that we can block correctly here and go to town. However, I let this go through. It is gonna be just a Body Slam, and I think this is gonna be a game over for them because after this, yeah, they bailed out of the fight, and we're gonna get for ourselves a very nice and well done victory. Into the next one now against the Celio, absolutely amazing, and we're just gonna go to town with those Brick Breaks. Of course, this is gonna be kind of weird for both ends. You see that they lag a little bit. I don't know if that could be a problem for the entire match. I think the outcome would be the same, so that's why I kept it in the video. Brick Break once again here, they're gonna take it, we're gonna catch on the Dusclops, absolutely amazing, and now Aurora Beam is gonna connect to our Pokemon. Good news here is that we're gonna go for the Shadow Punch against the Haunter, since they decide to switch out. They have no shields, we're trying to go for another Shadow Punch, but they are barely able to farm us down. Hakamo returns into the fight. We have to make a decision here. Are we blocking? Are we not? I decided to not block and completely put all my faith, all my trust into Magneton. This is why I like Magneton as a closer. You can keep your shields for the Magneton, especially if your opponent has none, and completely farm down the Pokemon that you have against you, and then wreak havoc against the enemy. Down goes Celio in a weird attempt to catch a move on the already hurt Celio, so we're gonna take a very nice win since they have just a Golbat at the back. Hopping into the next one now against that Dusclops, and I think that Hakamo is gonna prove to be one of the best leads in the entire meta because of matchups like this. I decide to go here for the CMP. I know I can win it, so they are not gonna pass through any weird hexes, and Ice Punch has to be blocked for the second time. We're gonna be able to completely farm down if we block this move, so I decide to block, beat down on 0 shields, and right now I have to go for the Brick Breaks. Brick Break number 1, I'm gonna keep the energy for the end game just in case there's gonna be something like a Charjabug or a Dragon type at the back. We're gonna see in a while, and we're gonna save switch into Dusclops. Let's see how they respond here. They decide to stay in with their Vigoroth, so I decide to go ahead and let my Dusclops take some even more damage, especially those Body Slams which do not hurt at all. We're gonna be able to farm up to 100 energy, full throw that Ice Punch against that Vigoroth. Vigoroth, they got the Sileo, and things are looking kinda weird for both trainers here, because we're gonna go with back-to-back Shadow Punches. They can take the move, but they have a lot of energy, so I decided to go here for the Hakamo, switch out, just trying to snipe a few of those brick breaks. They lost track of our energy, so they are gonna throw the move, not gonna be able to farm us down, and right now I'm just gonna wait for the timer clock, because I know that I can resist all moves from them, but still we have to be able to withstand the damage since we are super glassy. Body Slam is gonna get connected, but we are already there on that double discharge, and we're gonna be able to take the shield and the victory right after, since Magneton on its shadow form is nearly unstoppable. Into the next one now with a Vigoroth up on the lead, and Hakamo really has this much in its pocket. We're gonna be able to go ahead and overfarm just a little bit before they go for that first Body Slam, which is really cool. They're gonna try to catch the brick break on the goal, but they always try to do that, so I want to take advantage of the mistake that my opponent does here, banking that energy for the end game and then completely walling them down to whatever they bring into the fight. This Golbat stands no chance against my Magneton. I have 100 energy, so I have to spare some mercy against my enemy here. Gonna take the shield out of them, and I'm still gonna be able to use the Magneton for the third time. Gonna be able to take out the Vigoroth. What a huge play. They have the Dragonair, and things are looking pretty well. Just gonna go in now with my Hakamo. I'm pretty sure I can take at least the shield out of them. We have the time to go for the Dragon, but we do not. What a plot twist. And we're gonna see now the Ice Punch from my Dusclops here, being able to finish off Dragonair and grab for us a very handy victory. What a crazy team we got here, trainers. Just be sure that you leave a like and subscribe before you go, because teams like this really help everyone around in the meta. We have now the Golbat up on the lead. Horrible scenario. For some reason I go to the Magneton, they stay in, they get destroyed, so they're coming back with that Vigoroth. Okay, we have some energy to spend here, and we got the Magnet Bomb, which is gonna do so much damage, so they have to block at some point, and the first one is gonna be blocked, and then they're gonna completely farm us down. Bulldoze will connect with the Dusclops, but even on its shadow form, Dusclops is a pretty thick beast. We're gonna see now the Hakamo coming against the feint attack version of Shadow Dusclops. Are you kidding me? This feint attack can get really tricky, but with our fighting type we resist it, so we're gonna be just fine. Ice Punch is gonna be blocked, we're gonna completely farm down, and things are looking pretty well with our brick breaks over here, and I think that even with their shield up, we're gonna be just fine, and we're gonna grab this easy victory for us. So that's all, trainers. Thank you for watching, thank you for staying till the end. As I have said before, just be sure to like this video before you go, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers. Choo choo choo.